We did not pay for combat drones to remain idle. We paid for them so that you can maintain surveillance and inform us if you observe them. They are approaching. If we were to begin utilizing solely observation drones, which are more cost-effective, we desire to visually perceive them and eradicate them. Therefore, refrain from sleeping. In any weather condition, be it rain or shine, they do not sleep. In the rain, one does not sleep. That's why I wanted us to meet today, because the rain has started. The nature is turning green. The foliage has grown significantly, and the climatic conditions, it is not a suitable time for vulnerability. You must remain alert in the precipitation. For a while now, we have desired individuals to be able to organize themselves, go out and clear the areas surrounding the roads, because the trend of directed mines was becoming too much. But if we clear a lot and the path is open for 100 meters on each side, it allows us to carry out other actions. Everywhere, you need to organize the populations to go out, clear the roads. You need to clear so that these directional improvised explosive devices cannot be placed against you or the population. However, it is crucial for everyone to be able to reach their workplaces and carry out their duties. You must have the capability to excavate trenches in the vicinity of your municipalities or villages. Certainly, it is said that machines have arrived, but I immediately told you, it cannot be deployed all over Burkina at once. We don't have 1 million machines, but everyone needs to start at home. Each and every day, there are drones that are constantly stationed at specific positions without any interruption or deviation. They are simply waiting to be informed that they are observed upon arrival. However, individuals rarely succeed in managing to do so. On every occasion we are subjected to fire. We are unable to be subjected to fire. We need to observe it approaching. You gave me your word that you will not say we are under attack anymore, right from the start. You're going to say now we see them approaching, because I am in continuous contact with the drone pilots at all times. You wonder how I handle. 80% of my time is dedicated to war. However, that does not impede me from vigilantly monitoring the economic landscape as well. It is a promise that you made to me, and I want you to keep your promise. I do not want to hear that we are under attack any longer. We can see them coming towards us. Are we in agreement? You will mobilize your populations to dig trenches and protect yourselves until the machines arrive to deepen the trenches and fortify them. It is you who defend the municipalities, the villages. If you arrive, you tell them to get out, we're digging here. The enemy must not drive, pass through there. We delve deep, we seal up, and we establish ourselves in that place. Your own posts and writings can be found there. At one point, I had something developed and instructed to send it to you. Everyone has talked to you about it, the ministers, the BVDP, so that people can build, for instance, combat posts. Where the rain has not yet started properly, make the bricks well, build the posts. I have requested images of the various posts in some villages, and I notice some have also achieved it lazily. You can't have a position, even with all that you've built. And there, your head is exposed. How do you fight? While the image we sent, there are loopholes. These are the holes through which you have to fight. And when we say to build posts, we don't mean to build 1 or 2. They need to be built all around the village. Because combat is not just about one position. Others construct 3, 4 posts. It's beneficial for the village. No. Evacuate the villagers. Instruct them to build. Models have already been provided. However, please inform me and lead me astray by providing inaccurate guidance. You are aware that there are numerous tasks that have not been completed. Are you aware of that, correct? What actions should I take? Do I need to personally come and handle it in your absence? But if I tell you this thing was conceived in my office, I caught a young officer who made the 3D model. We shared it, and I informed the chiefs to ensure its completion. The reason is that even at every single moment, we are constantly thinking of you in our minds. We're considering you. I stated there's no incident, VDP post-attack or anything that I'm unaware of. There are none. Unfortunately, in some areas, people have refused to give in themselves. It's incomprehensible for our own lives. Who should pay you? Afterward, we continue to insist that there are specific fundamental tasks that we should have the capability to perform on our own. I told you that most of us, like me, were born into a system, a system that is attentive where much is expected from others. But what are we doing ourselves for our country? That's it. That's the question we need to ask ourselves now. When I heard about this, I was a bit disappointed. He says that in order to protect yourself, you have to ask for payment. There will be money to pay you. Go out and dig. There are certain municipalities that I have monitored where I had said to go out and dig. They didn't want to, but they stayed. Some went out under manipulation. He said, okay, you're going to dig. A week later, they dug. Today, these municipalities are more or less at peace. In any case, if the enemy comes, they will encounter the obstacle you have created, giving you time to fight them there. If they come to close, you must be there. Digging doesn't require sleep. It's about hindering movement and preventing reaching desired destination by immobilizing. And wherever he must pass, you must always be present. If he comes to use force to redo your work, you must shoot them down. But once you are taken by surprise, you are no longer considered a man, and your ability to fulfill your duty is compromised. In order to make a comeback, it is hard. And when you witness things like that, it causes a lot of pain. Even if you have a collective weapon and your defense is not strong, the enemy can roll up to your position, which is not good. Even if you have built what you are told to build there, 100 meters ahead there, you need to dig trenches. If he wants to drive through as a fighter, he must fall into them. Or he stops over there, he gets off to try to cross, and you have time to adjust your shots. Is this complicated? So there is work to be done. We must not be lazy. It is necessary to mobilize the population. It's not about you and your work. It's important that all your people understand that you are choosing to sacrifice yourself for them. So, when you tell them to go out to work, they must go out. The other day there was an attack. I followed all the instructions and attempted to investigate the situation. Individuals were taken aback. Negative. When you have a collective weapon, the first thing is, you should not be surprised, particularly on this day, so that we can discuss any challenges you may be encountering, but also to provide you with information about the new direction that the fight must adopt. It is also highly advisable to seek advice, to learn more valuable lessons, and to draw meaningful insights from everything you have experienced all this time in order to enhance your knowledge and make informed decisions. I have always stated that when you are on a motorcycle or in a vehicle, it is easy to forget and simply continue driving. And while we drive, we are always in a state of being constantly ambushed. Frequently, individuals must walk because the adversary themselves seldom arrive on a motorcycle. Either he pushes it or he leaves it somewhere and walks. When there is an attack somewhere and individuals are surprised, we know. Because when individuals are surprised, they call to say, we are under fire. That is what they call air support, to articulate this thing. However, we enjoy hearing. We perceive them coming. When you are not caught off guard and you have the time to let us know that we see them, it provides you with the opportunity to make preparations to combat and also for the drones to have the ability to act. I can provide you with assurance that as of today, our inventory consists of over 20 combat drones in Burkina Faso. So there is no reason for you to be surprised. And when we talk about combat drones, they are there in order to provide support and assistance. In general, they usually wait for a signal to indicate that we see the enemy approaching, and that's when they take action. However, in most cases, they are summoned to report the position that is under fire and being targeted by the enemy. And finally, it's when an enemy retaliates that they take care of them to try to strike. No. So you promise me here and now that you will never let yourself be surprised again.
What just happened in Djibo marks a major turning point in the fight against terrorism in Burkina Faso. Following a series of heinous attacks that claimed the lives of many innocent civilians, the Burkinabe armed forces, under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, launched a response of exceptional scale. All available resources were mobilized. Ground forces, aerial assets, reconnaissance and combat drones. Every unit was activated for a specific, swift, and decisive mission. The result, more than 900 terrorists neutralized on several fronts simultaneously. Caught off guard by the firepower and precision of the operations, the terrorist armed group stood no chance. Their bases were dismantled, their weapons seized, and their attempts at destabilization completely crushed.
Based on intelligence, area reconnaissance missions made it possible to detect in Ossi, in the Sahel, more than 500 terrorists on several pickup trucks and over 200 motorcycles organized into large groups throughout the city. After observation, the aerial assets of the National Armed Forces detected a gathering where more than 100 were grouped together under the trees. That was the moment chosen to launch the strikes. Precision. A missile successfully hit this group.
This is not simply a military victory. It is a clear, direct, and unequivocal message. Burkina Faso will stop at nothing to protect its people and defend its sovereignty. Captain Ibrahim Traoré had promised it. Crimes against civilians will never go unpunished again. And today, in Djibo, the response matched the scale of the attack.
The large group was locked in and struck effectively and firmly.
Dear subscribers, the fight goes on. But one thing is certain, the people of Burkina Faso are not alone. Its army stands tall, determined, and ready to go all the way. We invite you to share your opinions in the comments. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like it and share it with your loved ones. Also, remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support is essential, and we are very grateful to you for it.
Hello. Lieutenant Jeremy, Head of Processing at Faso. The gathered elements 110. Post ready and excellence. Hello? Give rest. We are very happy to be among you. We also took care to drive along the route to see the situation firsthand. This is the moment for me to congratulate you on the work being done here and to encourage you especially, because there are many challenges. You have taken over a team here that has faced many challenges. It is not easy. Just as you might think, at some point, that you have the upper hand over the enemy, that there is a semblance of calm. You must remain very focused. Because as soon as you let your guard down, that's the opportune moment for him to take advantage. Do we understand each other? And this message needs to be conveyed to all your comrades who are currently on detachment. There is no possibility of saying that there is a lull and letting our guard down. And everyone must be attentive. It is a pride to be able to serve your country in these circumstances. Be proud of it, and you must give your all. We never get tired, right? And you must always be on alert, no matter how long it takes. One thing is certain, you will prevail. That's the most important thing. This enemy can do nothing against you. Even though it tries to show at certain moments that it is still alive, it is in its death throes. All those people you have been able to resettle, they are counting on you. You are a shield, and take it as such. Live your profession in this way, okay? It is very important. So, lots of courage. And again, congratulations for everything that has been done. We will remain attentive. Everything that can be done to improve your conditions, we will continue to do. Because everything you carry here, it's thanks to the population that we managed to achieve all this. And always, we ask them for more sacrifices to better equip you. Because we are never sufficiently equipped. Lots of courage, and congratulations again. Good luck to all. May God bless you. May God protect you in all your missions. May God watch over you, the homeland or death. Thank you very much.
Welcome Welcome to Noble Black News, where empowerment meets truth. Our mission is to uplift and empower the Black community. We stand for truth, integrity, and representation. Our stories are your stories, told with pride and passion. Join us as we celebrate our heritage and our future. Together, we are stronger, louder, and more united. Noble Black News is your voice, your platform, your news. We bring you the stories that matter, with integrity and heart. Our commitment is to the truth, no matter the cost. We highlight the achievements and struggles of our community. Every story we tell is a step towards empowerment. We are more than news. We are a movement. Join us in making a difference, one story at a time. Together, we can change the narrative. Noble Black News, empowering our community, one story at a time.